Taking a look at today's interest rate markets, let's look at the 2-year note futures as they're experiencing some higher price action once again today. 2-year note futures trading higher for a second session. Today we're looking at the futures market trading up to the highest level in a week and a half, currently priced at 103.12, as the markets are finding some buying pressure, particularly on the front end of the curve here for a second day. When you look at the driving factors, I think the primary driver appears to be the Fed officials' discussions throughout the week. We have several Fed speakers yesterday, today, and tomorrow, and some of them are indicating they still see a path for the possibility of cuts later this year. Now, currently, the market has priced out a significant portion of those cuts based on the labor market strength, the economy continuing to hold together, and inflation, even though it's coming down, still holding a little bit above what the Fed target is. So that really has priced out a significant amount of the potential cuts that were priced in just a few months ago. But we do have a few Fed officials the last couple of days indicating they still see the possibility for one, if not two, cuts later this year. So I think that's having an influence. And when you look at the 2-year note yield, we're looking at lower by 2 basis points today to 396 basis points. And the yield curve is shifting higher for a second day. We're seeing steepening of the curve with the back end of the curve continuing to sell off. So there's some dispersion between the front of the curve and the back end of the curve for a second day. Buying pressure on the front of the curve, moving those yields lower. Back end of the curve, selling pressure for a second day, moving those yields higher. And really it starts around the 10s, 20s, and 30s where you're seeing higher yields. The middle point, those 5s and 7s are unchanged. And then you get the 1s, 2s, and 3s. We're seeing lower yields today. So 2-year note yield moving lower here for a second day, and the price action for the treasuries, those 2-year note futures, trading up to a 1.5-week high.